Yeah, we're live.
Oh, we're
Welcome
on
back,
now.
brother.
We're on right now.
It'll be, I think you were on, I was talking to Brandy on the way in. It'll be 2 years ago, I think like November. And you were one of the first non-real estate people I had on.
Yep.
And the thing that you and I just fucking connected immediately was that's when I went all in on me being an entrepreneur at 53 years old at the time.
Yep.
And your eyes lit up.
Yeah.
For me.
Right.
And I get goosebumps about it because I'm just like, thank you, because you're someone that's been through it and become wildly successful with your shit, which we'll talk about. Yeah. But it was cool.
Yeah.
Because then it was like, okay, we kind of get each other and we connected.
Yeah.
And we've been friends ever since.
Well, I think we talked about being a dad too.
Absolutely.
Were you just getting divorced at the time or something? Yeah. We just talked about like single dadhood or whatever. You know what I mean? And I felt like that was at a time in your life where having that, like, I don't know, a bond with somebody that has a similar, actually, because that was a case study of, hey man, this could go really well. This could go really freaking well. And from what I've seen from you is it has been going pretty well for you with your relationship with your kid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
I see my kids almost every day. We work out at the gym together.
Yep.
We're doing stuff all the time. My son's 9, my daughter's 16, and I have a stepdaughter now that's 16. I'm in their lives.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Because that's where it's, I think it's Vito Corleone said, if you don't have a family, you have nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think that's the biggest thing that goes, especially when you're married for, for a while, you know what I mean? I wasn't married very long, so it wasn't very climactic for me, but like for people that have been married for a decade plus, you know what I mean? Then you get divorced and it's like, okay, am I going to see my kids? How's it going to impact the kids? Yep. And the fact of the matter is, man, I remember my daughter was a kindergartner and, and me and her mom had already gotten divorced when she was little, and we kind of felt bad about it and everything. And I remember talking to the principal of the school and the kindergarten teacher, and they're like, by the time they're in 4th grade, every single one of her friends, or half of them, are probably gonna have divorced parents, unfortunately. Exactly right. That's the way it is, man.
It's the lifestyle we're in, and now it's just, you got to co-parent the best you can.
Oh, yeah.
Which I do with their mom. We get along great. Yeah. And now I'm remarried to a wonderful woman who has, and they adore, and she adores them.
Good.
And so it's unicorn jump with your rainbows, man.
That's awesome, man.
Good for you. Thank you. It's been a blessing. And this thing's taken off. Yeah. That now it's like bananas.
Well, when you did this podcast, man, because I remember, I don't remember exactly how we connected. I think you reached out to me on Instagram.
I did.
But I knew you had something because, first of all, you're good at it.
Thank you.
But it was at a time when everybody was kind of launching podcasts. I mean, how many of those are not around anymore? And here you are. Not only are you still here, you're growing, which is obvious from your Instagram lately, by the way. It's
growing with sponsors, and like I average now 4 to 5% audience growth a month.
Nice.
Which is great.
That's huge.
Like that's all I want. I want just... I'm a fucking annuity, John, with my audience growth.
Yeah.
Slow, steady return every month in the green.
Yep.
That's all I want.
That's right.
I don't want spikes. I want just a little bit more people coming on every goddamn day.
Yeah.
That's it. And if my message or the conversations I had with my friends resonates with somebody, great.
Yep.
And you fucking get it out there and do it.
Right.
The thing I've noticed also with you is when we first got together, you're someone that you were a good blackjack player. That was your thing. But now, like, dude, you're like one of the best, if not the best in the nation.
I think I'm the best there ever played, to be honest with you.
Let's talk about that.
Well, people don't, people will question that. Well, what does that really mean, being the best blackjack player? Well, I'll tell you what it doesn't mean. It doesn't mean memorizing the basic strategy chart better than the people next to you, okay? Because that's the blocking and tackling. You better have that down, buddy, okay? It doesn't mean card counting. People think you could be a best blackjack player, the best card counter. Dude, you will get banned from every casino. How are you being a good blackjack player if no casino lets you play? That don't make any sense. So it's money management. To do stuff that ain't going to get you banned from a casino, but manage the money. And I got to tell you, Jeff, if you just play regular, optimal, basic strategy blackjack, the casino has, and for those in your audience that don't know, that's if they say you play by the book, okay? They're a group of mathematicians back in 1956, had an actuarial chart, and they said, okay, listen, if you have a 9 and the dealer shows a 6, do this. If you have a 5 or a 15 and the dealer shows an 8, do this. And there's all these different scenarios, and you memorize the chart. It's a little grid. A lot of people will carry it around in their back pocket. You should, when you're in the bathroom, whatever you're doing, on an airplane, study that thing, because don't play blackjack if you don't understand basic strategy. But that came out in 1956, Jeff, and I don't know about you, bro, but I'm pretty sure casinos have kept growing and getting bigger since 1956. So that alone ain't going to do it. So you got to do that. And if you do it properly, the casino's advantage on you is less than 2%. Okay, literally less than a 2% edge. However, I say that their biggest edge isn't that. Their biggest edge is that they're a building and you're a human being. They have more money than you do, okay? So when you lose 2% and that edge over time goes like this over time, 2%, 2%, 2%, 2%, it's a slow bleed. But the fact of the matter is it don't go in a straight line. It goes like this. And most people, and when I say most, I'm talking about 999 out of 1,000. Not 9 out of 10, but 999 out of 1,000. When they go to a casino, they didn't bring enough money to withstand that drop. So they're not even here for this part, because then it goes here, they're out. And then another good portion of them, the same people for the most part, aren't smart enough to stop playing when it's up here, okay? And I spell this out in my book. It's just a manual. It's 12 pages. And I got to tell you, brother, I spent 26 years doing what everyone else was doing, wondering how the heck did I lose $5,000 when I was betting smart, betting $200 a hand, and I played perfect basic strategy, and I still lost the $5,000. Okay. Well, guys, and then, well, every once in a while you win $7,000 and you feel great. And guys, listen, it took me 26 years to figure this out, and I finally freaking did. I put it in a manual. People think that I'm, some people call me snake oil salesman. Rest assured, I do not give one shit or not if you buy the book or not. Okay, guys, I really don't. However, it will help most people, and I have it priced pretty favorably. So,
and we'll drop a link in all the content.
Yeah, okay.
So people can grab it.
Cool.
Vegas has gone through now, since we last talked, kind of it's cratering, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
Right? So private equities come in, everything else, and so we now have this. People now are getting charged to sit in a certain spot at a restaurant, tiered pricing.
Really?
They're now doing.
That.
Yep, that just got launched like a couple of weeks ago. It's big on, if you're on Twitter, on X, people will post their receipts and show exactly what they paid.
Wow.
And that shit's going viral.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Roll.
All right.
I'll start when I see stuff. I'll send it to you. You can see fucking bananas, dude. Bananas. And so my question to you is, because you come in. I assume you don't pay for shit. You're a uber high limit guy.
Yeah.
Where are the properties you like? And then what are the properties you're like, you can fucking give me a check big enough to walk in the door?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, a lot of it has to do with the environment and the culture of their host, on how the hosts are incented internally to treat their guests. Okay. So there's a couple different ways hosts could get paid. All right. If a person loses, they usually get a percentage of their loss. But there's another way called the theoretical losses. And you want to have a host that doesn't care about actual losses, that only cares about theoretical losses, okay? And what theoretical loss means is it doesn't matter how much you actually won or lost. It matters how long you played, what game you played, and what your average bet was, okay? Now, if you play blackjack, and they'll note the system if you're playing like perfectly, by the way, versus somebody playing roulette and playing loose or playing a slot machine, they won't have to, slot players won't have to play as long or bet as much, and they'll be treated much better than a blackjack player that plays tight, okay? So you definitely want a host that's going to not, be incented at least about the theoreticals. Now they'll all say that they do this, by the way. Here's a little dirty little secret. They all say it doesn't matter. Oh, it's all based on theoretical or actual. Bullshit. I went on this 4-year run, dude. Okay. And Venetian of all places, by the way. And I went there, dude. And Venetian's got people losing millions of dollars, buddy, and winning millions of dollars. But you know what? They don't care about that guy that wins 3 million. Because they know he's going to be back next month and give it all back to him, or eventually he will, okay? What they give a shit about, I have the same thing happen with Seminole Hard Rock in South Florida. What they give a shit about is the guy like me that comes in, wins 80 grand, wins 60 grand, wins 110 grand, wins 90 grand, wins 200 grand, and you do it over time. Okay, Seminole Hard Rock and Venetian, I was undefeated between 2020 and 2024, both of these places. And I'm talking 15 plus visits to each, okay? Undefeated, dude. All of the freaking sudden, Venetian starts backing off a little bit. My suite gets a little bit smaller.
No shit.
Yeah. And they changed ownership too. So there was probably a little bit new environment there where they started to, hey, what the... Dude, this guy's fucking wins every time. Quit giving him incentives to come here. Dude. Like, fuck that guy. You know what I mean?
Hilarious.
And again, it's not like they don't care enough because I'm not winning millions. First of all, what I just described, if you add a 0 to all those numbers, this is less than 6 months, they're getting rid of me. But now over
Route,
time, you can stay under that radar screen just long enough to now, no, you're on it now, bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Seminole Hard Rock in Florida, man, they're even worse. They told me I can't play blackjack there. And I go, what do you mean I can't play blackjack here? And I was already had the visit side. I was already coming down with my son. My host goes and sticks up for me. Says, guys, let him come and play. So they let me play, but then they gave me shittier rules, which I call GenPop rules. Everybody else there with over $100,000 credit line limit is able to surrender and is able to resplit aces, which are two really big things, especially the way I play. Anyone that watches me play is surrendering is a big part of my game. They took those two away. Now, why would they take away surrender? And surrender is a bad bet. It's not a bad bet if you know how to use it fucking properly, which I do, okay? So they take that away from me. They take the resplitting aces. So basically, they're treating me like a guy that's betting red chips and at the shitty table. And, I had another casino tell me I can't come at all. But as far as your question's concerned, bro, you can't argue with Red Rock. Red Rock's really good for the player, brother. Really good for the player. I've had places I've had success, though, buddy. I'll tell you what's also good for high limit players, the Win. The Win is freaking nice.
Like the Win?
It's hard to win there, but they take care of people.
Well, that property it's 5-star. It's a wonderful property.
It's luxury, dude. It's luxury. And I'll give you so I lost $250,000 at the Win on a visit. And 6 months later, I lost $250,000 at Caesar's Palace on a visit. Okay. Both of these properties were my first visits at each. Okay. You lose $250,000 that it's on, I don't actually have the money. It's a credit line. So then I have 30 days. I have to owe them the money. Okay. It's pretty standard practice, especially if it's your first visit to the property, that they don't charge you the whole $250,000. Okay. They usually do a discount of around 10%. The Win just freaking does it without me even asking. Okay. Nice. Caesar's Palace, I have to beg these motherfuckers. And then they said they have a hard line that they don't do discounts under $400,000. Wow. So I go, you got to lose $400,000. So let me understand this, Caesar's Palace. I got to lose $400,000 to get a discount here. And property's fine. If you walked into the Win, though, guys, so not only are they giving me a discount, it's like a more luxurious experience. You know what I mean? So casinos are just weird with that stuff, man. And you got to really pay attention to it because, like, bigger players, they're going to catch that stuff and not go back or not bet the same amount of money at least.
That's my question is that would you ever be incentivized to go to like Macau or to go elsewhere, even outside of the country to go gamble because of what's going on here or how you're being treated in Florida?
I think there's enough competition in Vegas where you could find your place based on what you like. Okay. So for instance, Dana White is, he's always a proponent of Caesar's Palace. And I'm like, dude, they have the shittiest blackjack rules ever. I don't know why he's a proponent. Because he also plays double deck blackjack, by the way, which Caesar's Palace double deck rules. like, dude, they don't let you double down after a split. So even a pair of eights and you split it and get a 2, they don't let you double down. It's like, what are you guys doing? Like, that's crazy. But he likes it because what's important to him is that they'll let you bet high limits. So they'll let him bet whatever he bets at.
Big.
Yeah. So like 50, 60, whatever he bets a hand, okay? Well, the Win don't like that shit with him. So he always says he doesn't like playing at the Win. He didn't get banned or anything. I don't think he says that, but he don't like it. Okay, well, why doesn't he like it? Because they're not going to give him the special limits. Well, why aren't they going to give him the special limits? Because he won 4 hands in a row at $75,000 each. Fucking have a nice day and left with $300,000. And they don't like that there. Where Caesar's Palace don't have a problem with it. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm not playing that way. So I'm going to look more at like the meticulous little rules. You know what I mean? So each player is going to have their own shit that they care about. You know what I'm saying? Like me coming in from Chicago, I love staying at the Win. It's really nice. The MGM properties are great, by the way, buddy. I mean, MGM, dude. 10 years ago, you would have said Caesars, the Caesars, Harrah's, whatever the company's called. It's just called Caesars now,
Caesars,
right? Yeah, but it used to be Caesars, Harrah's, but that's Caesars Entertainment and MGM were kind of neck and neck. But if you look at the overall properties like today in Vegas, I mean, there's a deviation.
They have Bellagio.
Yeah.
You know, they have the Cosmo. They have great, under their flag now, they've got some very nice properties.
Dude, and even what they consider their mid properties are pretty freaking nice. Because when I film at these places, I get filming privileges at them, and MGM likes to have me stay at the place I'm filming just to the host kind of navigates it. So we'll call because you need everyone on board.
That makes sense.
And you need these operations people to buy into it. So if he
logistically, yes.
So we wanted to do a thing at Mandalay Bay. Okay. And I'm like, dude, is Mandalay Bay like, it's fucking, who goes there, dude? I talk about GenPop. And he's like, dude, the high limit room's not bad. I go, okay, well, let's film there, but I want to stay there. And he's like, I'm telling you, the rooms ain't bad there. And so it helps him out because he's able to say, hey, a guy like, he says me by name, but because a guy like me even is going to come in there and play, because they usually lose all their action to the other MGM properties, the bigger action like Aria, Cosmo, Bellagio, you know, so now, okay, you got a guy betting a couple grand a hand that's going to stay at Mandalay Bay. They welcome it. So I get to Mandalay Bay, dude, and I'm shocked. This is nice, man. They got this 2 levels with a butler service, big ass suites, dude. It's nice. The place was, whenever that place was built, I don't know the history. It was definitely not built to be the mid-level, halfway budget place that it is kind of now. You know what I mean? Right. It's kind of like a family-friendly wave pool.
Yeah, yeah.
I think they always had the wave pool.
The pool's great.
Yeah. But like, they are set up to cater to high rollers there with the suites that I saw that they have.
No shit.
Yeah, they really are. And even their high limit room, they have these private freaking parlors in the back that I'm sure are, I don't know what it would even take to get access to them now, but you could just tell once upon a time, this was the freaking spot, bro.
Yeah.
How long you been in Vegas for?
13 years.
Okay. So before you were in Vegas, there was I remember way back because I went to my brother's bachelor party. There was a nightclub in there called Rum Jungle.
Oh yeah, I remember Rum Jungle.
Yeah, so that used
I used
to
to travel and come out here. I remember Rum Jungle.
Oh, you did? Okay.
That and what was the place that it was? It was an ice bar, and there was Stalin. It was like remember that place? It was like a
I remember
Moscow.
reading about it. That the vodka would be in the ice. They put a mink coat on the girls.
Caviar. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What the Scott Vera? What was the name of that place? What? No, it's not something below. That's in like their shops. It was like across from where the wine bunnies are. That it's across from that place. I know exactly what
you're talking about.
Right? Like that
the
place,
ice bar
the
too.
whole place was, and there was a giant picture of like Lenin on the fucking wall.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that place was awesome.
But dude, even to go further with that though. So like, okay, so you Mandalay Bay. Park MGM, have you been in there?
Oh yeah,
that ain't nothing to shake a stick at either, man.
Great.
Dude, Park MGM, dude, their high limit room at Park MGM is as nice as not anyone's, but they're a pretty damn nice one. So I kind of just laugh, and I, by the way, just so you guys understand, I like Caesars, and I'm staying at one of their properties. I'm staying at one of their properties Sunday. I'm staying at Paris. I've never stayed there before. We'll see how it goes. But I'm just saying though, MGM has just done so freaking much. Where arguably, you could take like their mid-levels, like the 5th or 6th place in niceness, and put it up against the top, maybe a couple for Caesar's Harrah's right now. Caesar's Entertainment. Yeah. Now that said, I haven't stayed at Paris yet, so I'm looking forward to staying at Paris. I never stayed at Planet Hollywood. Just Caesar's Palace itself is just so big, and it's just kind of older, but they got that Nobu in there. It's pretty nice.
It's awesome.
Yeah, the Nobus in there are nice.
It's awesome. Yeah. So I want to peel back the layers a little bit with you.
Okay.
Because and I saw this. You were like on the front of a boat somewhere, and you're fucking ripped. God bless you, dude. God bless you. Whatever peptides you're fucking snorting, God bless you. I fucking love you. You run at a torrid fucking pace, dude. You like. Talk to me about like your nutrition, your fitness. How do you stay grounded?
Yeah.
Which is because it's about balance, and you do it. Like it's been years now, and you're still going. Yeah. So it's like, what is it that you do to just maintain that? Like, okay, when I got to step on the gas, I can step on the fucking gas. I'm splitting fucking aces and doing all this shit and yelling at fucking GenPop people.
Yeah.
But also, there's got to be time for you where you just go, all right, I need to fucking meditate. Or I just got to fucking relax.
It keeps me grounded that I have kids. You know what I mean? My son's 17 and my daughter's 22. She's out of the house now, but their existence, I think, has just really helped me in life. If it wasn't, brother, I don't fucking know, buddy. Because they got 2 different moms. When I got custody of my son, he was 10. He had lived in Dallas his whole life prior. I was a big part of his life, but he was living in Dallas with his mom, and we made a decision amongst all of us for him to come stay with me in Chicago. Changed my life. Well, I said to my daughter to come with me too. She was, we're splitting time with her and her mom, and I go, you know what? I'm gonna bring them both out to the suburbs, and they're each other's only siblings, and it ended up being the best move I ever made. Best move I ever made by by a lot. Like second place isn't even close.
That's awesome.
And yeah, just the way the relationship those two have too. It's really cool because they wouldn't have that. We wouldn't have that. He would have been in Texas. They would have still visit each other, but
not the same.
For two kids that are 5 years apart, I mean, they are really close, man. They're really close.
So your kids keep you grounded, but what like physical things do you do to keep yourself like, okay, I know I have this coming up, but I need this to get ready for this?
Yeah, I could probably manage it a little bit better. That's why I started answering that question with my kids stuff, because without that, I would probably just be full blast all the damn time, man.
Would be.
I probably would be, to be honest with you. I was very meticulous when I had my company. I sold the company back in 2015. And I was very, very meticulous every day with the routine and everything that I needed to do. And then as you move forward in life and you don't have that responsibility anymore, and that was such a big responsibility, and I had to be on every day, that things don't even seem like that important. Like, I don't really need to be on for that. I'm not like presenting to a board of trustees tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's like just like wing whatever. Luckily for me, as I've gotten a little bit older, I kind of, could ignore some maybe temptations that would have been harder to have in my face all the time 15 years ago.
All I know is I'm 55, and if there were cell phones around when I was in college, I'd be in jail.
Yeah.
I'd be in fucking jail.
Yeah.
Like I was coming out here. Like there's just stuff that, yeah.
Well, brother, I had, when I sold my company, I had to work at the company that bought mine for 5 years. Okay. And this was in 2015. So the company that bought mine in 2020. I didn't get custody of my son until 2018. And I'm living in the Trump Tower downtown. Now, those first couple of years of your job when you sold the company are cool. And everyone's great. Let's go get them. We're all team players. After a while, though, brother, it becomes like hell. Like this is, oh my God, this is the longest 5 years of my life. Yeah. And you start getting unmotivated. So there was about a year of like, this wasn't good, the direction things were going. Yeah. Like, talk about like, okay, it's a Tuesday afternoon. I bumped into these guys. Oh, what the fuck are these guys still? Oh, they're still up since Sunday, probably.
Next thing you know, it's Sunday.
Exactly. Now it's Thursday.
And you're off running with them.
Exactly.
Well, it's something but good for you for the course correction.
Yeah.
Because that's something that nobody, I don't care how much money you have, you can't overcome that.
Yeah.
Unless you know that, all right, I'm going this way. It's starting to go here. I got to bring it back, brother.
Yeah.
Or else it's not good for anybody.
Well, and that scenario too is tough because everybody was like on paper, maybe admirable or reputable people. Like, okay, this guy, his family owns this company. John sold his company. It's all people that lived in a very luxury high-rise building, so we don't see each other. And just started like this little clique of hanging out all the time. And then over time, you're screwing around at Tuesday afternoon, and it becomes there's only so many of your doctor and lawyer friends available. Now all of a sudden you got like low lifes coming into the mix.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like, dude, how the fuck did this end up? Like, who are we hanging out with right now? We're literally like playing cards around a kitchen island at 2 PM when there's other shit to be doing, buddy.
So fast forward to 2025, and I was talking to Brian about this on the way in, that I'm a student of social media, and this is what I do. With my gig on the side, I do that, and I've been on social media since '92 with America Online.
Okay.
Right now, today, John Cerasani, I've never seen more people act like they have it and they don't.
Crazy.
Right?
Crazy.
And I don't know if it's fallout from like, there was like 2016 to 2022 that like people were flush.
Yeah.
People were fucking flush.
Right.
Now it's people still posing to be that online. Because I can't tell you how many people I've given proposals to that if you looked at their Instagram, you'd think they're fucking, it's raining down fucking, golden eggs.
Yeah, they're full of shit.
And I give them a proposal for $3,500 a month. They go, I don't have the money. What?
Yeah. They don't. They're telling you the truth.
They don't. Or they say, well, what can I get for $500 a month?
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, but why are you like, but you see like the optics of them on here is completely different than the optics here.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think social media just kind of brainwashed everyone with that stuff, man. And it kind of stinks, It's funny. There's this kid, you should have him on your show, actually, if he ever comes out here. His name's Tristan Dlabik, and Windy City Tristan's is his Instagram handle. And I commend the kid because he's about 26 years old. And if you were following him 2 years ago, he was part of that whole like Grant Cardone, Andy Elliott angle, and you could tell they went to their cause. They're kind of talking to them, and he's a sales leader, he has a sales team, and he's getting these young kids and selling life insurance and all this stuff. And he had an epiphany, man, and it changed because now his content, he just posted something the other day interviewing one of his sales reps, and she's sitting here talking about how she cleared 12 grand last month. And she goes, well, I actually had 2 grand in expenses, so I only cleared 10 grand. That's awesome. I kind of go, that is what social media needs. So you have a 26-year-old that cleared 10 grand a month in her life insurance sales job that she just started 6 months ago. That's the fucking journey right there, dude. All this other shit is bullshit, dude. Oh yeah, this guy makes 200 grand a month. No, he fucking doesn't, dude. No, he doesn't, dude. Who makes that? Like, I get it. There's people that do, bro, but I lived in Chicago, dude. I know what I was making, and I was making upwards of that selling insurance when I had a mature company that sold for well into the 8 figures. I don't have anyone around me that was making anywhere close to me, dude. Yeah. And these were successful fucking people, dude.
Yeah.
Like people are out of their effing minds, dude. They're out of their effing minds.
They're out of their fucking minds,
yeah,
John. And
crazy.
That's the thing. And I love you because you're one of the only guys I can have this conversation with, right? Because you're an ultra high net worth guy. You're cool about it. You flaunt it, but it's in a way. And I tell Brandis, I go, he's a hot mess express, but I love him. I fucking love you.
Yeah,
like
thanks,
you
man.
could. You're welcome. It's true. It's just I'm an upstate New York, raised by Roman Catholic Italians, loyalty guy.
Yep.
If you were to call me at 3 a.m, go, Jeff, I'm in Schaumburg. I got a flat tire. Can you help me out? I'm on the first goddamn flight to Schaumburg.
Thank you.
To come fucking help you out.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome because you're a good person. You are someone that you have worked hard for everything you have.
Yep.
You weren't handed anything.
Right.
It was something you earned it, and now you're enjoying the fruits of your labor.
Yep.
That's fine.
Yep.
Motherfuckers, you that are out there with the rented Lamborghinis,
Yep.
and you're in a house you're renting
Yep.
that is $40,000 a month. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the stuff that I look at that and I just go, who do these people think they're impressing?
Yeah. Yeah. The money don't last forever too. Like even if you're making a little bit and can afford it briefly, people, I forgot what the reel was, but somebody put something up about, dude, go freaking save up money, get a down payment, and freaking buy a Ferrari and finance it for 5 years, dude. Okay, you got to come up with like $4,500 a month, dude. People could come up with that, bro. You might you might be eating ramen noodles and having like 3 roommates, dude.
Yeah.
But you can still come up with. Just because you have that doesn't mean you're rich. So for me, this is what I always tell young people, man. My thing was never material items. Now I did nice shit. I wasn't living in, like a shitty place or anything. I had nice places I lived. I would still do nice vacations. But my thing was to save enough money to have the freedom not to work. Okay. And I wanted to do it by the time I was 40 years old. I said, if I could save $10 million by the time I was 40 years old, and then I could live off 5% of that, and I'll make, 6% a year because that'll cover inflation. I'll be gold. What asshole can't live off $500,000 a year? You know what I mean? And that was my thing. And, what's funny about that though, Jeff, is as I realized, as I was getting into my 30s, getting closer to that, making well into the 7 figures, how fucking difficult it is to save that kind of money.
Oh yeah.
Which a lot of people our age and hopefully even younger in their 40s, like they realize, wait, that guy's not worth this 10 million. How the fuck did you get 10 million without having an inheritance or something? It's very, very difficult. The only way to do it is to have a company to sell, to be honest with you. Even if you make $2 million a year, dude, you'd have to be making it for a long time to save $10 million.
A long fucking time.
Yeah. So you're going to spend it. Uncle Sam's getting half of it. You're going to spend it, the other half of the half that's left. And you got to do the right thing with that money. So
what is it that people ask you the most about your success and your journey that you've been on?
One thing that comes up a lot is if I had to do it all over again, what would I do different? And I don't have a good answer for it, man. That's my whole damn life, brother. That's my whole, I don't have too many regrets.
That's all you know.
Yeah. I mean, my daughter's mom, I got married to her. We were dating and we thought we were in love and stuff, but we got married because she was pregnant. And that's really the only thing I could ever come up with. We still would have my daughter. I don't regret that, but I was like the last of that generation that it was taboo to have a kid without getting married. Literally like the next day, people are all, it's like common for everyone to not be married and have kids. Like, I remember my family, it's like my cousins are having like planned kids without being married. I'm like, what the fuck? I just got married a year ago because I didn't want the family to think bad of me. And, you know, it was stupid. But that's probably the only thing I would have done differently because it served no purpose and the marriage didn't last. But I have a great relationship with her. I have a great relationship with her husband now, actually. But why we got married briefly, it doesn't really make any sense, to be honest with you.
But I think that, and people don't know that about you, because the people that see John Cerasani rules online is you're this driven, in your face, you know, basically a professional blackjack player, traveling the country and just doing well. You're good though, because you share your losses. You take a beat and you're okay about it. Like, you're open about it. But it's something that people don't also know, that you're a good guy.
Thank you.
Like, because your life begins and ends with your kids.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's a barometer of any man of how they interact and treat their children.
Right.
You know, I reached out to the mother of my kids. We co-parent great. Our son is 9, about a year ago. And I said, hey, Jack is with you a lot, but there's all women in this house. I want to be able to be with him 2 nights a week, Wednesdays and Thursdays, he's with me. Is that okay? She says, absolutely. It has become the best bonding time ever that I have with my young son.
That's awesome.
And he looks forward to it. We are best friends. He tells me stuff. I talk to him. We have a wonderful relationship that we'll have forever. Forever. But it's because I carve out time. Like, I make less money now, but I'm a better dad.
Good. That's awesome.
You can't put a price on that.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
And that's, to me, the greatest reward ever, is that we have a stewardship to our children to make them better than us.
Yep.
You know? And it's hard because you want to spoil the fuck out of them.
Yeah. And I got to tell you, man, one of my biggest accomplishments in life has been the relationship I've been able to build with my son's mom's family. Okay. And if you would have pulled out a crystal ball 17 years ago, the writing would not have been on the wall for it to unfold with us. Literally, my son right now I'm in Vegas for a week. My son's grandma flew in from Dallas, is staying with him at my house. Like, she walks into my house, she has the code to my garage, she's staying there, she knows what to do.
She's
like,
family.
We barely even talk. We'll just text. Everything all right? Yeah, hey, you know, Jake never brought the garbage out. I go, all right, I'll yell at him tomorrow. You know, like, stuff like that. And it's the writing, Jeff, if I never like to give too many details about certain things, but
you're fine.
But the reason he lived with me, there were circumstances around all of this stuff. And there are circumstances when he was born that, you know, she's in Texas, I'm in Chicago. Who the fuck's this guy that got my daughter pregnant? You know what I mean? There wasn't like always like pleasantries going on, you know what I mean? But you show up, you do the right fucking thing. They don't care about me personally. They don't care about like what is happening between me and the daughter, and you know what I mean? What's actually going on? Oh, he's a good dad. You know what? And we're trying to be good grandparents, and she's trying to be a good mom, and these guys are trying to be good uncles and aunts. Okay, now he keeps showing up. All right, wait, we start to trust this motherfucker. Ooh, maybe we had it wrong on him. Maybe we, you know. And it's funny because, like, you know, when he's like 8 years old, we kind of had to laugh about it. Hey, remember that one time? Like, hey, I didn't really mean when I said that, you know, stuff like that. And it's when everybody's going towards the greater good. And in that case, it was my son. And now we're at the point too, buddy, because now he's living with me. I gotta. He's had a cakewalk for a few years. Him moving with me wasn't a cakewalk. There's certain things he had to go through, but he had a lot of love around him. And now he's about to go to college. Like, they're gonna toughen him up a little bit.
GenPop Jake.
Yeah, I go, hey, buddy. You know, so I'm starting to make him do more shit. I'm going a little harder on him. Hey, get your ass out of bed. I used to let him sleep in, and just because it's about to go out in the real world, man.
In another 100 years, when your ashes and dust, what do you want your kids to say about you?
Ooh, that's a good one. Hopefully they could share memories, man, like very specific memories. Like, hey, remember when I did this with my dad? And they remember those moments. You know, I lost both of my parents in the last decade. And it's funny, though. Like, there'll be times even like recently, like something will just hit you and you'll remember something like so vividly specific. And then it'll like relate to something, and, you know, or you wish your mom was here to, you know, tell her about this that happened or whatever. But I hope they have really specific memories. And I mean, I know they'll
I know they know I love them. They know I love them, and they know I try to do good for them. And dude, I ask my kids probably monthly, and not my daughter anymore because she's eating this shit up, but my son, I'm like, hey, is this okay that your dad's doing all this shit on social media? Is this embarrassing you at school or anything like that?
Good for you.
Yeah, and it's not. They like it.
He's okay with it. I know she is.
Well, she loves it.
Jesus.
She loves it.
Oh, please.
And my son's starting to. I think he was a little. My son was a little on the quieter, shy side initially, and then the last couple of years has really gone into his own. And he's at a very, very big high school. Okay, they've got like 4,000 kids. It's a public school. Yeah,
Jesus.
Very big school. So it's not like all the kids know each other. It's like so big. And I'll be walking down the hallway, and someone will yell GenPop Jake to him. It'll be like a complete stranger that he never met.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So he thinks that's cool.
I want to pivot for a second. Again, this goes back to your roots that you live in Schaumburg.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You could live anywhere in the world. Why Schaumburg?
So I'm actually in a town right next to Schaumburg called Inverness. But the reason I live there, and the reason no one's talking about Inverness. Inverness is like a suburb of Schaumburg. Anyway, I was living at the Trump Tower. My dad was still alive at the time in the house I grew up in Schaumburg. We decided when I got custody of my son, I tried a semester with him going to the school in the city. It was fine, but like, it's kind of a pain in the ass in the city, to be honest with you. Like it's very different, like life. It's you're getting in Ubers, cabs. It's just like, you know what? Let's take both of my kids and move out to the suburbs. My son at that point had just left his school in Texas. Then he did a Chicago school with me, and now he's about to be on his third school for fourth grade and going into fifth grade. I wanted to make sure wherever I moved, it was it. We weren't going to switch schools again or whatever. He was kind of uprooted from where he was with his mom. It was going to change a little bit. So I'm like, you know what, dude, we got to like come up with a plan here. And my dad was still alive at the time. I wanted my son to have, he was getting older though. So we moved out July 1st of 2018 from the city into the suburbs. Ended up picking a house in Inverness. The only reason I wasn't right in Schaumburg is because, like, I don't want to sound like pretentious, but like there was no houses in Schaumburg that I could have seen myself staying in for the next 10 years. Like there's there's nice houses, but like there's better ones. I just didn't want to do it and change my mind when he's in 8th grade and change schools again. You know what I mean? So I bought a house that probably bigger than what I needed. And, that was why. But I got to tell you, brother, my dad ends up passing away suddenly, November 18th. So so we moved there July 1st. My dad dies November 18th out of a clear blue freaking sky. And we basically moved out there. Now we got this house. Now he's in school. Now he has friends. Well, I guess we're here now. But there was really no reason to be there at that point. But what it allowed me to do was just re-engage with like the Schaumburg community, people out there. And so Schaumburg is a special place, man. It's a special place. People in Chicago give it a hard time sometimes. And what's kind of cool right now is besides people talking to me about GenPop Jake and the gambling, people know Schaumburg that wouldn't have known it otherwise.
Absolutely. Yeah. Dude, you are they should make you president of the chamber. Like you are always talking positively about it. And heaven forbid somebody slides into your fucking DMs hating on Schaumburg.
Oh, yeah. I'll roast them.
You go scorched earth on them.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's talk about this for a second. Because again, I like to clap back at people, but you're like a Da Vinci.
Yeah.
The way you do it. And it's your brain. Because I think when you get focused on something, you're like a shark.
Yeah.
And you just fucking do your thing.
Go after
and the next thing you know, when your teeth gets fucking sunk into something, they're not going anywhere.
I'll get on it, man. I'll go after the trolls. I'll see who made the comment. I'll screenshot this comment. Then I'll go to their profile page. I'll screenshot some kind of picture of them. It's compromising. If I don't like them, and I'll put the comment over their face. Hey, look what this guy said. And sometimes I make them have a whole conversation with somebody, whoever else is in the picture with them. Honestly, brother, I do it all the time, and I end up taking about half of them down for 2 reasons. I'm like, that's a little mean. Or sometimes I'm like, this guy probably doesn't deserve this. I'll take it down. But I got to tell you, man, people can't dish it out. It was a lot more fun when I had 200,000 followers, because then it was like, okay, But now it's a little bit different.
Well, you're at another level.
Yeah.
Now,
so it looks like I'm picking on people now. So that's kind of why I don't do it as much.
And I think I told this before when we got together. This is back when you're at 200, not at the level you're at now. Yeah. But I was like, dude, you should take every single one of those, make a coffee table book every year.
That would be great.
Every year. And be like, here's John Cerasani, and here's my, thoughts on 2025.
Yep.
A hardcover coffee table book that goes out, and it's just giant pages of you and what you did to these fucking is hilarious.
Well, I'll tell you what, dude. So Bert Kreischer, the comedian, followed me back then. He was one of the first, celebrity types to follow me, and we ended up hooking up in real life because he was at Tampa Bay Hard Rock at the same time as me, and we started talking and stuff. He goes, dude, what you do with those trolls, don't ever stop doing that. And his point was, like, him and all of his, like, celebrity friends, like, they're not allowed to do stuff like that. He goes, dude, trust me, we all forward it to each other. Just keep doing it.
It's something that gives a true edge to who you are.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
To me, and I wouldn't say that you're going to hit 1 million. Don't stop doing that because it makes you like everybody else.
Yeah.
Or the people that wish they could do it and can't do it.
Right. That's true. Yeah. It's funny, man. With my freaking algorithm nowadays, it's tough. Like, I got to just post stuff even if they get shitty views, because what happens now is, like, I'll post that kind of stuff and people are like, what the fuck? I follow this guy for blackjack or whatever. And then it hurts the algorithm.
Doesn't matter. Fuck them.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck 'em. The worst post is the one you don't post. Well, keep posting your shit.
Well, dude, and
that's it.
You know what you got to do? You got to fucking remind yourself too. It's like, okay, I put this freaking one up the other day that I thought was a good post. Oh, it's only got like 32,000 views.
Dog shit.
Hey, dickhead, that's 32,000 people.
Still great.
You never like been to that's a whole town.
That fills T-Mobile Arena.
So I got to remind myself of that every once in a while.
It's something that, I mean, that's what I do. And I know that for my content, especially on Instagram, it's 11 until 3. Okay. That's the time to post. I look at the heat maps. I see all that shit. Okay. And I know, so I post everywhere.
Okay.
On like 7 different platforms. But I usually, between 11 and 1, I'm posting, or my team is posting my stuff.
Okay.
Full stop. That's it.
Okay.
And some of them are great. The ones that you think are going to be great are usually dog shit.
Right.
And the ones that you think are dog shit, go fucking bananas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me clapping back and saying, if you're fat and you're bald, you can't wear a hat on backwards. And you can't do it. You can't do it. And I'll argue with you. And you could pick on me for having a Groot tattoo. You could fucking pick on me for being fat and bald. Don't care.
Who was that guy? Some Vegas guy, a black guy on your podcast the other day.
Brandon Johnson.
Okay.
Brandon from Vegas. We have,
Wait, is his name Brandon Johnson?
Brandon Johnson.
That's the fucking mayor of Chicago's name that everyone hates.
Is it really?
You don't want to say that name out loud in Chicago.
Holy shit. Brandon, you're not going to fucking Chicago anytime soon. We have a podcast called Dad Pod.
Okay.
And we're just 2 dads, and we just go back and forth with just traditional parenting, not politically correct bullshit. Yeah. And so he came at me with that line of questioning, and I just fucking fired back at him. Like, what about sports jersey guy? Like, sports jersey guy is if you're at the game, yes.
Yeah.
If, like, I'm from upstate New York, so the Bills are huge. Yeah. If you're going to a Bills game, yes. If you're going to a bar to watch the Bills, yes. If you're going to someone's house to have drinks and hors d'oeuvres and watch the Bills, yes. Beyond that, no.
Yeah.
And really, you shouldn't have the name of another man on you at any time at all.
Yep.
You shouldn't fucking do it.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but that's how I fucking feel. And the visceral hatred I've been getting from people, like, I've triggered people with this. It's at 180,000 views now.
That's crazy.
3 days in.
That's good.
It's gone viral.
That's super freaking engagement.
Which I love.
Yeah.
I love that. And so it, to me, but again, some people, we talked before, some people get a pass. Like, you're fit. You're in your early mid 40s.
Yeah.
You're fit.
Later. Yeah.
You got fucking hair.
Yeah.
You get a fucking pass. Backwards hat. Now, don't wear a fucking Walter Payton jersey, because I'll fucking call you out on it. On that, I'll fucking do a Cerasani and take a screenshot and fucking circle around and go, what the fuck?
Well, actually, Walter Payton jersey might be acceptable.
No
jerseys, period.
Mike Singletary, no. Richard Dent, no. None of them. No, I love watching them. 85 Bears, fucking kidding me? Unbelievable, Ditka. But no. Now, signed Payton jersey with a fucking certificate of authenticity on your wall.
That's one thing. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
My God, yes, John.
Well, let me tell you a story about that backward. So I saw that damn. I commented on that backward hat thing. Yeah.
You did.
And I'm like I said, forward hats are GenPop. But What's funny is, man, it got me thinking. And remember, because I wear a backward hat all the damn time, and there's a reason why I do it though, because I never did that historically. Okay, and about 3 years ago, all right, I've always liked these chains. Okay, I've always liked people that wore big chains like this. I've always liked it, like always. But it's usually like athletes or like rappers or whatever. It wasn't usually like middle-aged white guys wearing the big chains, you know what I mean, unless they were like Hollywood types or something, right? So here I am in Schaumburg. What are you gonna pull this off? And I said, finally, F it. I was at frickin' the mall. I went into one of those higher end jeweler stores that they have there. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna frickin' buy this damn thing. And I'm like, I'm gonna wear it out. Let's see what people say. All right. No one said shit. I was able to pull it off. Okay. No one said shit. So a couple people busted my balls, but not in the way I would have thought. It was more like a complimentary busting the balls. You know what I mean? And here I am thinking to myself, all right, dude, okay, I could pull that off. Well, another thing is when I started making these reels, a lot of my reels that I post, it's on the spot. There's no rehearsing or editing. It's literally me holding the phone and talking, okay? Well, a lot of times it's when I'm having my coffee or when I'm laying on the couch or after I'm at the gym. My hair's sometimes a freaking mess, okay? When I wear a hat frontwards, Jeff, my head's freaking big, dude. Okay, like people don't realize how big I am. I'm literally hilarious. 6'5", 270. You're a big man. Yeah. So you wear a hat frontwards if it's a regular size like snapback or something. God. It don't look right. It looks small on your head. Yeah. Whenever people buy me a hat for Christmas or something, I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. I know I'm not going to wear the damn thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So backwards, I could pull off. Okay, so that's why I did it, because I didn't want to freaking do my hair. I'm like, I can already pull off the chain, and then I was doing the backward hat with the chain, and then I said, oh, you know what, let's throw some sunglasses in. I'm gonna be a full-blown WWE character. All right.
Awesome. Jesus Christ, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's gone. I mean,
again, in the Fargo rules of wearing a hat or jerseys, you get a pass for the backwards hat.
All right, thank you.
Yes, you fit. You're welcome. You get the mold for, yes, you can wear a hat backwards, but a lot of these guys that do, I mean, and the thing is, the hate comments I'm getting, they're wearing the hat in their profile picture. And I'm dying. I'm fucking dying. I'm just like, really? This is, but like people, you would think I've like insulted their mother.
Well, okay. Well, so why though? Why are they getting mad? Because a lot of people do it because they're bald?
No, I think a lot of people do it because I'm telling them what to wear because I look like this. Okay. And it's a lot of the comments are, a fat black guy and a fat white guy are not going to tell me what to wear and what to do. And I'm like, I'm not telling you to listen to me, motherfuckers. Yeah. I'm just giving my opinion here. Yeah. That's all I'm doing.
I will say, when I see somebody in their 30s or higher wearing a backward hat in like an Instagram profile picture or something like that, and it's a snapback, I'll look to see if there's hair under there or not. So I think a lot of people do it because of that. So I don't have... No one in my family. My dad had a full head of hair the day he died. So it's not just an issue I'm going to have to address. So I can't really like pass judgment on it, I guess. Right. You know what I mean? I feel like I would probably shave my head completely, though, instead of wearing a backward hat all the damn time. Even when I wear the backward hat, people call me out, take your head off, Baldy. I go, wrong.
It's, you know what I mean? And that's look at the director, Ron Howard. Horrible head of hair. Richie Cunningham. Terrible fucking head of hair. Always wearing a goddamn hat.
That's right. Yep.
Stop it, Ron Howard. He's watching the goddamn podcast. Stop it. We get it. You're fucking, he's got like the whole fucking like Nero thing going where there's just like hair right here. He grows out. No, shave that. Clip it.
He might be watching it, brother. He might be watching it, brother. Hey, dude, I'm going to tell you right now, man, a good friend of mine is a guy named Jaleel White. I played Urkel on Family Matters. All right. We're randomly, me and him are like really good friends, okay? Or I think of him as a good friend. Hopefully it's reciprocated. Anyway, I was at his wedding last year. Anyway, he made a point to me that, like, in the case you just said, the Ron Howards of the world, okay? You think they're not paying attention to stuff like this? There's a paradigm shift right now, man, where those types of people are looking more at social media. Maybe not Ron Howard specifically, but the conversation came from Jimmy Kimmel follows me, and on a podcast, he was like, well, I don't remember why I follow this guy. Who is this guy? And he was saying it like tongue in cheek. And then a couple people were in DMs. Just watch in 10 years, dude, the damn shift where the mainstream people, no, that's not the mainstream anymore. This is the mainstream. You saw with Stephen Colbert getting canceled, man. I freaking, I'm walking through a Hard Rock casino in Miami like 3 weeks ago. African-American dude taps me. He goes, hey, what's up, man? I follow you. was fucking Offset from Migos.
No shit.
And I didn't even know he followed me. I go, get the fuck out of here, you follow me. I checked your DM, they didn't want to gamble with me. I'm like, holy shit.
That's great.
You know what I mean? So it's like, they're paying attention to this stuff down here,
I agree.
man.
There's
really
people
are.
now that are contacting me for sponsorship stuff because I'm at 5 to 8 million people a month.
So that's the other thing I was going to say. So reach or views?
Reach.
Oh, yeah, dude. So
Audience reach.
Yeah, no shit. And what do you only have about 30,000 followers, right?
41 right now.
I'm starting to wonder if follower count even fucking matters, dude. I fucking really am, dude. I really am.
It's reach.
Brother, when I got on Shadow Band, I was at 55 million, not views, not reached, but it was like 13 million reached and 55 million views in the last 30 days. And my follower count wasn't going up. And I have people that come up to me that say they know me. Hey, dude, let me take a picture. And they will go to take a selfie. And then they go to show me. And it's like, dude, you're not even following me. They want me to follow them back. I'll look at their thing. And didn't even say follow back. You know what I mean? So I think the algorithm now like knows us better than we know ourselves a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, that's what I've done with Brandon Johnson at Dad Pod. He's combined between TikTok and Instagram probably 500,000 reach. So we're packaging up now media kits to talk to people. Especially here in town. Here, all right, Greater Las Vegas Valley, 13% of our reach is here in town. And for $2,500 a month, you can be a sponsor of fucking Dad Pod.
Oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
And so that's the kind of stuff. I'm working with a PR company in town now that approached me to say, hey, we want to help you out. Like we'll get you guests for your, for your show. And because they see that this is working.
Yeah. So what do you think like a good ratio is? So I guess it's just different from everybody, right? Well, now my stuff, I didn't have any viral ones last month. So I'm at 35 million views.
Which is great.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's good, right?
Yeah, very good.
And then 6.8 million only accounts reached in that list. But I post like 5 times a day too. I post so much.
You post a lot, man. And I mean, if I was to be your...
But before that though, that's only because I kind of leveled off.
If I was to be your strategy
higher.
guy, I would say, John, post once a day, maybe twice if it's something super cool to you. Never post for your audience, post for you, which you're very good at that. But there's no need to post 4 or 5 times. You're splitting your audience up.
I know, it's the worst.
And that's where the algorithm will kind of come at you for that.
I know.
You got to be once or twice a day at the same time. But what you're good at that most people don't do at your live streams. That's where the algorithms fucking love you. For that shit, brother.
That's true.
That you keep. I'd rather you post once a day, 5 days a week, and live stream 2 or 3 times a week.
That's a good idea.
And your numbers go like this. Because the algorithms will reward you much better for that, because that will then put out to more organic audience reach to the live streams. Please do that.
It'll be funny, man, because I'll look at somebody else with like pages like similar to mine in terms of follower count, and then their views will be like, because I like my ground is like 60. If a reel's not going to be above like 60,000, unless I really like it, I'll probably just like take it down. Maybe I hit the mark, but usually 60,000 is kind of like my floor when they mature after like a week or something.
At your level, 3 to 5% is what it should be. Okay. So 50 to 70,000 is an okay post. That's average. It's good. It's not bad. It's average. Anything then, if you get into like 250, 300, that's viral.
So I feel like...
And in between that, and if you're anything like 70 to say 200 is outperforming. And still doing well.
Got it. Yeah, I usually clear 200 on like a couple of weeks.
Outperforming. Great.
Yeah.
It's great.
But I just wonder if I like didn't post so much, if some of those that were 60 would have been 300.
You're posting too much.
Yeah, that one that's 60 might have been 300.
Your audience the algorithm can only serve so much content to your audience on a daily basis. So if you're boom, 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 boom all the time, it's like, whoa,
that makes sense.
Whoa. It's like you taking too many cards and busting.
Yeah. Thanks for breaking it down for me, buddy.
Right?
I needed that. That's like when in business people like relate it to football. So it's like you're the tight end and you went for a block.
Dealer's
and
showing a 4. You've hit on the 7th fucking card.
Do you imagine?
You've got 17 and you're still hitting because you're drinking fucking espresso martinis at fucking Red Rock.
Could you imagine like in a meeting, like selling your business in a private equity and they're making a blackjack analogy to like so I could bear with them, so I could keep up.
But you know what? You would know exactly who you're going to to fucking deal with if they were like, yes, I get that analogy,
follow
Jeff.
you, brother.
I get that's why I did it, because you'll get that. But it's for you serving your content so many times. The algorithm was like, dude, whoa, pump the brakes.
I pump a lot of shit out there.
And the thing is, it's not with you. It's not a question of having good content. You have good content. Right? But I think you push yourself so much and everything else.
Yeah.
So you do that same thing with your content.
Right.
And you're like, fuck this, man. I'm going to keep pushing shit out. I'm bored. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking do this. Let's get GenPop shit.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. How many a day? One a day?
One.
A day? One? Oh my God. I don't think I've ever done that.
One.
All right.
Maybe two.
Yeah.
Two if you're feeling spicy. Two if it's like you're in Vegas or you're traveling somewhere and it's super fucking cool. Like, you need to go to like Monte Carlo. Get a fucking, have a tux. And fucking get it made and go to fucking Monte Carlo.
I like that.
Then, fuck yeah. Fucking Schomburg, James Bond. Off you fucking go.
Yeah.
And go fucking tear it up. Then you fucking film the fuck out of it. You know, but it's, for you, you have such an exciting life, but give people something to want. It makes your brand a little more scarce.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you were to say, you know what, I used to post 4 or 5 times a day, but my friend Jeff says once or twice a day. I'm going to test this for 30 days and see what happens.
Well, a lot of people do that too in the gambling space because they want fucking people to go watch them on Kick or wherever else and pay for it. So that's the other part. That's the part I miss because I don't really focus that much on that stuff, but I probably should. I'm leaving money on the table.
If you want to, but for you right now, you can become a better storyteller by letting people know less about you.
Okay, interesting.
It's making the Cerasani brand more exclusive.
I got you.
To say, hey, I'm going to post this many times a week at this time, and I'm going to live stream. You know, and you could push a thing out to go.
I'll tell you what, I've been doing. This is what I've been doing with YouTube, and it's been working really well. I only post 2 times a week on YouTube. And we do a YouTube premiere Sunday night and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central, and it's really well attended. I was shocked. I mean, when we first started off doing it, people don't. What the fuck's a YouTube premiere? It's really just it comes out, and I'm in a live chat with you guys watching it.
They're wonderful,
and it's great, man. It's great because you know what's also awesome about it? When that premiere is over at the 45-minute mark or 1 hour mark, now it's up there. We already got 25 comments. We already got freaking,
algorithm
a couple thousand views.
You got a big, veiny Dirk Diggler cock.
Yeah.
For the fucking to fuck the algorithms with.
Yeah.
You do, brother. Yeah. Because your stuff is loaded and ready to go. So premieres are great.
Yeah.
Premieres are fucking great.
I love it.
For you, do you have someone that like helps you out with your stuff, or you do it all on your own?
Yeah, on YouTube I do. On YouTube, on Instagram stuff I like to do. I kind of try to outsource. I've tried in the past, but it's like it's hard to make people think for you. Like I obviously when you watch my shit, you could tell it's me doing it. So I don't really want to lose that, piece of it. But on YouTube, I definitely do.
Do you post your own stuff?
Instagram, I do. Yeah. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I would just do less.
Yeah.
Again, you're already here in terms of the quality and the engagement, and your numbers are they're great, brother. They're great. Give me a little bit less, and next thing you know, more people are going to be coming in. Dude,
so I'm at the fucking Kentucky Derby, dude. This is the shit that happens though, because like to this whole conversation, I you just asked me if I post myself. I always forget to post on fucking TikTok. I always forget to.
TikTok's great.
Yeah. Well, I just don't. I don't enjoy it as much. That's why I just don't do it as much. But I should. And I'm at the Kentucky Derby. I'm in a couple of business deals with Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback, and so we know each other. And I wasn't at the Derby with him, but we were a few seats away from each other. So we said, "What's up?" We were talking for a couple minutes. Well, he's with AJ Hawk. They played together on the Packers. AJ Hawk is also on. Do you watch the Pat McAfee show?
No.
I know. You know what that is?
Okay. He's a punter and wears a tank top all the time.
But he has a really popular podcast.
Got a huge podcast.
Yeah. Anyway, AJ Hawk's one of his main guys on that podcast. So doing Dr. Aaron. And I go to introduce myself to AJ. And he goes, "You're that blackjack guy on TikTok."
That's hilarious,
before I can even say my name, because I know who you are.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Well, and then sure enough, I go at him on Instagram, and TikTok wasn't following me. It's on his algorithm, though. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It is. What I tell my friends and my clients, it's like deep sea fishing. When you go deep sea fishing in fucking Key West, you're putting 10, 15 lines in the water.
Yeah.
You're putting them on a fucking kite. They're going deep. They're going shallow. They're going wherever you can. And then, the captain's up there, the fucking flying bridge, and he's looking at his sonar, and hopefully you hit a school of fish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same thing with posting.
Yeah.
You could post something, dick. Next thing you know, your Facebook business page, it's got 3 million fucking views.
Yeah.
What? That's the part of constantly posting on different. I mean, I'm on 7 different platforms. I just started doing Rumble and Substack. So, and it builds. It takes time, but you just keep posting the same shit all the time.
Do you know what Patriarch is?
A little bit.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna think about putting shit on there. It's like an OnlyFans for like regular content.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's again, I would focus on the biggies at first, and just get down to like, all right, I'm going to post once, twice a day.
Yeah.
I know it's going to fucking kill you. Like your feet are sweating right now. Your toes are like all fucking clenched up. Beta test it for 30 to 45 days.
Yeah.
And just see what happens with your numbers, right? You could also do like...
Well, it's worked out, man. YouTube's fucking going through the moon by doing that.
Right? And so there's that.
Like I hit the YouTube algorithm hard.
You can do the whole subscription thing on Instagram. People can pay $4.99 a month.
Yeah.
And then you can maybe drop extra stuff in the subscription only place.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know, you get a couple thousand people doing that.
Yeah.
There's fucking,
That'd
there's
be
your,
nice.
there's your
That'd
dirty
be nice.
espresso money for
That'd be
fucking,
nice.
for
That'd
a
be
trip.
nice. Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
so it's just stuff like that. I think there's other ways to monetize, but you want to always make your brand exclusive.
Yeah.
First, it's brand awareness. Everyone now knows who you are.
Yeah.
You've already got there.
Yeah. Thank you.
So you're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. But you know, so there's no need now to be always pushing stuff out to people.
Yeah.
Now be more exclusive with your shit.
Yeah. That's a good idea. It's a good idea. It's definitely out there. I mean, I was just in Atlantic City and in Vegas. It always happens to be in Vegas, but even in Atlantic City, everybody knew me.
I think you got to go international. You got to go to fucking Monte Carlo or Macau or something.
Yeah.
Like you need to
Fucking Macau's on my bucket list,
dude,
bro.
win Macau. Fucking talk to the motherfuckers here and be like, what can you do for me?
Yeah.
What can you do for me?
Yep.
You know, to get me over there, to take care of me, and I will fucking bring the mother load.
Yep.
And, you know, have a videographer, have Ozzy, fucking whoever, and fucking just go fucking hard.
Yep.
I think that would be awesome, especially because it's an Asian country and you're 6'5".
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, they'd fucking love you. Are you kidding me? You could run for president, for Christ's sake.
A friend of mine worked in Singapore after college. He had a job with like IBM or something in Singapore. He goes, dude, they like think I'm like, he's like a 6'3" white guy. They go, dude, they like love, they come take pictures of me. Any
of the Pacific Rim nations, I had it when I was driving out years ago from upstate New York to St. George, Utah. I stopped at a rest stop in Colorado. A busload of Koreans had a picture taken with me because I'm 6'3". They fucking loved it. It was wild. It was wild.
Yeah, man.
So I think you in Macau would be like, oh,
yeah,
that would be that would be amazing.
Yeah. Well, congrats on this podcast, man. This is pretty cool that you've taken it this far, man.
Thank you.
And just everything. Last time I saw you was at we saw each other at MGM Grand.
Yeah, at Anthony's thing.
Yeah. Did you just get engaged or something at that point?
I was that time. Was I engaged? Maybe yes.
You just got engaged like that day. I think. Yeah.
Because it was I proposed to her at the Cosmo. Got a wraparound suite at the Cosmo.
Nice.
And did that, and we got shit faced at the Chandelier Bar. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. She's my ride or die. It's fucking one. And that was awesome.
So you a Cosmo person?
You know, they have Egg Slut, which is there.
Yeah,
which is the best hangover breakfast.
Dude, I never. So I've stayed at the Cosmo probably 20 times. I've never ate Egg Slut because there's always 30 people in freaking line there. Does that line move fast or what? Okay.
Yes. Brandy can attest to it. 20 minutes.
Okay.
15, 20 minutes. You get the mason jar and you get the sourdough bread toast that you dunk in there.
Yeah.
Cash the fucking check.
I always walk past it. I go down to the freaking Wicked buffet dinner or whatever.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Egg Slut.
Yeah.
Egg Slut loved. I did a post about it and my guy Max put in some great content.
Yeah.
Egg Slut fucking reshared it nationally. Like they loved it. They loved it.
That's awesome.
I like Cosmo. Honestly, for me, like especially when I have my kids, and I'm a Hilton Diamond guy. Waldorf Astoria.
Okay.
I get a free night there every year, so I'll leverage that in and do like 2 or 3 nights, and I'll do a staycation. Before I met Brandy, I would take my kids there.
Wait, where's the Waldorf?
It's City Center. Nope, it's City Center. It's in the same kind of
in the middle
turnaround as Aria's on one side. 180 degrees across from it is a Waldorf Astoria.
Yes.
Best property. I'm not a big gambler.
Wasn't that Mandarin Oriental first?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, it was a Mandarin.
Okay.
And they rebranded about 4 or 5 years ago.
Interesting.
Fucking great property.
Yeah.
Everything. The food. It's 5-star place.
Yeah.
They have a bar on the 33rd floor that's phenomenal.
Okay.
Like it's great.
Really?
But again, I like it. It's not gaming, so I can bring my kids.
Yep.
And do that.
Get out of the nonsense.
We have a great time.
Yep.
I like Green Valley Ranch.
Yeah. I'm filming there tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah.
Great property.
First time.
Great property.
Bro, my list of places I filmed at is getting really big now. I've more than
Dude,
I always there's not a governing body for this, but I always tell people, dude, no one's filmed in more places in the world than me. Nobody. There's not like a freaking no one.
It's awesome. Well, and Alex, the guy that runs Station Casino's social media team, he's phenomenal. Like,
really?
They're really fucking good.
I should hook up with him.
I'll connect you guys on Instagram.
He's
phenomenal.
That'd be great too.
Super cool guy.
Because I do a lot with them already, and it's all through my host. I don't really do anything with their marketing.
He brought in a few months ago Frank Fertitta the fourth grandson came in with his partner they have a nonprofit for vets.
Oh shit! Okay.
To help clothe vets to go on job interviews and all that. Cool. So they came in, and I said to Alex ahead of time, I go, we can talk about that, but I want to talk about what do they think about the Strip? What do they think about the station's brand? When are you building new properties elsewhere? We don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
And they were fine with that. And in came Frankie Fertitta, great
That's cool.
kid,
Yeah,
great guy. And he runs he's VP of operations for Red Rock.
Oh shit!
Is his but his grandfather started the whole thing.
Dude, I would love that introduction because now that I'm doing so much more of the social media, brother, it's I'm like a victim of my own success a little bit because you're a high limit player first, so the host kind of hogs you, and it's in a good way. Especially my one in Red Rock, he's got they don't let everyone film it. People think everyone gets to film at Red Rock. Bullshit. They're going to approve you if you're somebody. They're not going to approve you if you're not anybody. Like it's hard to get approved to film at these places. Yeah. A lot of people think Red Rock's easy because they see it over social media. But look at the people doing it. It's like Steve will do it, Dana White, Aiden Ross. It's not like every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Yeah.
It's very exclusive.
Yeah. So anyway, my point was going to be though, I gotta start taking. You can only be a high limit blackjack player for so long, and I plan to do this for 30 years or so, brother. Yeah. It'd be nice to start getting deals with the marketing departments because the hosts all want the same shit. They just want to see the play, man. Oh yeah, if he'll play if we let him film. Okay, do it.
It would be very interesting to see what happens, and this will go out before. You'll be talking to him way before this goes out, probably. With Alex to say, hey, this is who I am. Yeah. Here's my numbers. I'm going to be, I love the Red Rock. I've been going out to GVR. How could we collaborate?
Yep. That's
what
good
can
idea.
we do to collaborate together?
Right.
To co-brand some stuff, maybe.
Yep.
They've been very good with, everyone on this trip is getting gouged for drinks. So this past week, they just launched $1.99 margaritas at every station's property.
Oh, that's cool.
Brilliant.
Wow. That's a great idea.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
To say, we're not gouging you.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
I like that idea.
Come to a station's, property. We're going to take care of you.
Yep.
They do some kind of wild bingo stuff with it looks like a rave, glow sticks, and people are having a blast playing fun. It's all kids.
Yeah.
You think it's bingo with the daubers?
Yeah.
Like in Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah.
No, this is people 20s and 30s, and they're blasting music with the lights off. They're all wearing Dayglow shit.
Nice.
And the brand is very refreshing.
Yep.
They're very cutting edge with the shit that they're doing.
I like that.
Very cutting edge. So if there's anybody in town that could do it, it would be Stations.
Okay, cool.
So I'll just introduce you guys.
That's out of the freaking Casino Royale or Imperial Palace playbook. They used to have those $2 frozen daiquiris on the Strip. I don't know if it's still. They redid that whole area now, I think.
Yeah, it's all redone.
Yeah,
the IP.
Yeah,
the IP.
Yeah,
every Asian in the world used to go there. All the antique cars they used to have there back in the day.
So here's evidence that Vegas thinks humans aren't smart enough to beat them. Okay, it was either Casino Royale or Imperial Palace. I think it was Imperial Palace. They were right next to each other, but they had 100 times odds on the craps table. And if you're a craps player, what that means is you could put the pass line bet out and then do 100 times that as odds. And the reason that's such a special bet is that the casino has no mathematical edge over you for that bet. Okay. Well, listen, it's a $5 table. Anybody that's smart is going to go put $5 on that pass line, put $500 behind it. And it's basically you in a casino flipping a coin, dude. Okay. Well, guess what? They didn't go out of business because people were taking them down, dude, and drinks were still freaking free. And you know what I mean? It's like they know that we're not smart enough to go do this, man. If you look at the stuff and do it the right way, casinos could be beat.
Are you still bullish? Last question. Are you still bullish on Las Vegas?
I like it, man. You know, so I think you're a little closer to it because you live here, so you're hearing all this stuff. I mean, this is on my radar screen a year from now, brother. So I'm to possibly move to. I got to get out of Illinois. It's just terrible from a tax standpoint. I've started to look at my life in these next, when my son graduates high school, I've started to look at things in a way where, hey, dude, state income tax, I'm looking at it as the cover charge to the nightclub. Okay, what are you getting for this? Okay, is there a nice DJ playing? Okay, there's pretty girls dancing. Okay, what are you actually getting for this, dude? Are you paying $20 to get into the club to be treated like shit? Because that's what happened in Chicago right now. All right. In every way, shape, or form, not just state income, that's property taxes, the whole shebang. So now I'm going to start comparing that to Florida, to Texas, to Nevada. Now, it wasn't until, unfortunately, probably the last 3 years that I started to have an enhanced awareness of the politics and just how the media is from one geographical region of the United States to another.
That's real.
You know,
that's real.
I'll never forget during COVID sitting at Seminole Hard Rock down in Hollywood, Florida, watching their local news. And I'm like, dude, this is like nothing like the fucking local news I'm listening to in Chicago. And they're reporting on the exact same shit.
It's wild.
So that I've had an awareness of that too. But I'm the type, dude, that I like to hear other people's opinions. So I don't want to just go around with people that necessarily think the same way as me. But like at the same time, if it's costing me 11% of my income in income tax,
it's crazy,
which I think California's high like that. But you know, it's just something to think about.
California's huge. Florida, people are leaving there now in droves because of its hurricane insurance.
Oh,
fucking killing them.
Yeah,
I'm leaving tomorrow. I'm going to Fort Myers for a week. So my best friend's got a condo on a golf course in Fort Myers at Legends. He loves it, and I'll find out more when I get there because he wants me to buy a place there. And we're going to look eventually, but I'm like, dude, like their insurance is crazy now because of all the hurricanes they've had.
Is DeSantis serious about getting rid of the property tax? Have you heard of that?
I have.
Yeah.
If anyone can do it, it's him.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah.
And Brandy lived there for 16 years. She was north of Tampa. She hates him.
Yeah.
I like him just because I just like the way he just gets shit done, man.
Yeah.
If anybody can do it, it's him.
Yeah.
He's got a set of fucking balls.
Do you even know state income tax, no property tax? A pretty good place to live.
Be a great place to live. Then I don't care about hurricane insurance.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be
then
saving
that's
so much
fine.
money.
But that's the thing about, and Texas is great, but you got,
Yeah.
humidity, bugs, there's a lot of land.
Yeah.
You could build there and have a fucking estate for close to nothing.
Yeah.
So but also if you want to really go somewhere, you're going to drive 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
6 hours.
Yeah.
To go from one city to another is like Jesus Christ.
Well, there's so many cities there. So many cities there. Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
And I love Texas.
Yeah.
Texas is great, but
in Chicago, we could drive to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We could drive to Indianapolis, Indiana. We could drive to St. Louis, Missouri. Those are all within 5 hours or under. Milwaukee's a lot closer than that. But in Texas, though, they have big ass cities. I mean, you drive from Dallas to San Antonio to Houston to Austin. I mean, these are cool. Say like going to fucking Milwaukee. This is pretty cool cities to be going to, man.
Very culturally diverse.
Yeah.
Austin.
Yep.
Still fucking great. People love it or hate it, but it's still, I know people there and they love it.
Yep.
So it's all different. Here, it's Vegas, and that's it. We've got Summerlin, Henderson. We're in Henderson. Love it. I've been here 13 years. The town's been very good to me.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
You can make good money here, and they don't bother you with taxes that much. They fuck you when you get your car registered. That's extremely expensive every year.
Okay.
When you get your car registered here. There's some political stuff that goes on.
Yeah.
Construction all the time.
Yeah.
My wife's a travel nurse. She drives all over town for hospice. She loses her mind all the time. Going to see patients because everything's under construction here all the time. But it's also a very good town to make friends.
Yeah.
If you stay here, you will make fucking mi familia loyal friends here.
Cool.
Because people are so transient. Average person stays here about 2.5 to 3 years and they bounce.
Yeah.
So if you say, like people say, how long, they'll say to me, how long have you been here? Well, I've been here 13 years, but my son's born and raised and he's 9.
So you got that extra credibility.
I get extra credibility because of Jack Fargo.
Yeah.
Gives me credibility. I'm not going anywhere for a while.
Yeah.
He just started 4th grade. I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
So.
Well, I love the fact that the way you guys embraced your hockey team, and now probably helped.
Oh, God.
It probably helped that they freaking were as good as they were right out of the gates. But the way you guys embraced that hockey team, I think goes to show that there's a sense of community here.
And full disclosure, I have a Vegas Golden Knights away jersey and my daughter has one as well. When we go to the games, we wear them.
Okay.
But I don't wear it anywhere else.
Okay. All right.
And
Hockey jerseys
and
get a pass.
no one's name is on it.
Yep.
It's just and I went up to because I used to work for the company that Bill Foley owns, Fidelity Title.
Yeah.
So we went up to the Armory and I got a discount. I got an authentic game. This is what they wear in the game jersey for my daughter and I.
Yeah.
Not a fucking Champion Sports fucking GenPop jersey.
Are you like heavy metal music?
Yeah, Metallica is one of the best bands ever to be on the whole planet.
So there's a Vegas band. I don't know if you know them or not, but I met them at a Knights game. We all follow each other now. Five Finger Death Punch.
Oh yeah,
you know them?
Oh yeah,
dude. I'm on Instagram with all of them. If you ever want to be connected, they would
absolutely.
Dude, they're smart guys too, man.
Yeah, I'd love that.
I met them. They were
that's hilarious.
Yeah, what do you got? I was at a freaking Knights game, and I was with this group of people, and they were the people up there. Do you guys like ring a bell or something?
There's a siren.
Yeah, they were doing.
It's nighttime.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they were doing the freaking siren, and I started talking to those guys, and they weren't really huge yet. Like they're kind of, but I feel like in the last year,
they're huge now, dude.
Well, dude, they opened for fucking Metallica. Yeah. Dude, they were in Chicago one night. It was Pantera opened for Metallica, and the other night they opened for Metallica. It was crazy, dude, and they're good too. If you listen to their shit,
they might be. Then there's talk, and then we got to wrap it up. Metallica might be coming to the Sphere.
Dude, somebody told me that the other day. Dude, I'll shit, dude. I love Metallica.
I might have to sell an organ,
brother,
just to pay for it because I've been there twice. Phenomenal, loved it. The tickets will be it's pricey as shit, but I'm in,
brother.
I'm in.
So
if they come, I'm in.
Did you see them at Allegiant a couple years ago during COVID?
I saw them last time I saw them. It's funny you say that. About 6-7 years ago, I was still married. They came to T-Mobile.
Okay.
I went with 3 of my buddies. That's back when I was Mormon, so I wasn't drinking. I took 2 Adderalls. We were 30 feet back. I still have a shadow box at the end of it. Lars was in the pit throwing out the guitar picks. Yeah. I have a guitar pick. I have a great picture of James Hetfield and my ticket from a Hobby Lobby shadow box in my office at home.
Awesome.
So yes, I saw about 7 years ago.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So at the end of COVID, it was actually during COVID, but they had just lifted the mask ban. I'm over at the Venetian on a freaking just running it, killing it, brother. And anyway, we get late getting the hell out of Venetian because I'm on a freaking run, dude. Okay. We were so fucking late getting to the stadium. I'm pissed off. I want to see Metallica. They had just lifted the mask ban and everything. We timed it up because, as you know, Metallica waits forever to go on.
Absolutely.
We timed it up. We literally walked in, got a freaking beer, and as we were opening the door to walk to our freaking they came out.
Oh, dude.
Brother. And it was the first time in forever that everyone's there without their masks on. We're holding a beer. I'm walking down the stadium stairs like on the 30-yard line with Metallica playing. I go, dude, this is a fucking moment right now, dude. It was like exhilarating, brother. So,
dude, anyway, I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in.
Yes, sir.
You have an open seat anytime you want to come on this show.
Thank you.
Whenever you're in town, you want to come in because you're a good guy.
Well,
and
Jeff,
thank you for being you.
Not GenPop, buddy. You are not GenPop. Not that you need the coin.
I'll take it.
It's good luck if you gamble.
Yeah.
It doesn't work in the Bahamas, though. Everywhere else it works.
It's hilarious. Thank you. I will. Thanks. I'll do that. I would love it sometime. Let's have a third come on. Okay. You and I, and we have like a third person that we think would be great to shoot the shit with.
All right.
I think it'd be fucking hilarious.
Well, dude, I'm good friends with Bob Menery. Used to do this. Do you know? He used to do this podcast, and every once in a while he'd bring on like guest co-hosts for reasons like that.
I would have you as a guest co-host. And let's go back and forth with him and think of a third. Yeah. When you come in town again, a couple months, whatever, we'll do it again.
Cool, man.
Thanks, brother.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeff.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, buddy.